In your course to date, you've come across quadratic equations such as this, and perhaps you come across one like this. Now, this one here, this has two roots, which are here and here, or that might be two solutions if I was to make the function equal to 0. So I've got two solutions. Now, I should actually say that's two real solutions. These are the real solutions. Now, this equation or function here, if I was to make that equal to 0, that has no real roots, but it does have imaginary roots. It doesn't cross the x-axis, but it has imaginary roots. Now, this is a concept that was developed by somebody called Bombelli in Italy in the 17th century, I think. And he was just playing around and he wanted to solve every single quadratic to be solvable equal to 0, even if there were real roots or not. So he invented a brand new number called I. And I is the square root of -1. Now, if you try that on your calculator, or perhaps you've been told in maths class today that the square root of -1 doesn't exist, we can't find the square root of minus numbers. Well, actually, what we do is we just call that the imaginary number. So I want to get a bit TOK on you. What are imaginary numbers? Well, they may be numbers that almost aren't real, numbers that don't exist, or perhaps numbers you can't hold. And this is a very philosophical argument. You probably think this is the first time you've come across an imaginary number, but in fact, you've been asked to imagine numbers throughout your mathematical journey in school to date. So you've been asked to imagine 0. We've probably just taken 0 for granted, or nothing. There are numbers such as the square root of 2, which is irrational. And that was another one that had a big debate. Was the square root of 2 real? These are things that you can look at. And I've included a YouTube video. If you look at a number file video on number systems, there's still a big debate on what numbers are real and what's what. But for now, we've got this I as an imaginary number, which is -1. And in further videos, I just show you some of the operations we can do with that -I.